Hi everybody, Donkey Mom here. On this channel we're going to talk about donkeys, mental health, and trying to live in harmony with the earth. I did something amazing today, a couple things actually. I adopted 4 barn cats from a group up in Phoenix, Arizona, that works with prisoners to rehabilitate um, animals in bad situations. So these 4 cats have, unfortunately, 3 of them at least, have been at the shelter there for almost 3 years. One is a bit like more like 2. The 3 that came to or together came together from a really difficult hoarding situation. I guess there were 91 cats. So these cats are not really adoptable in a regular way. They're the one that has been in the shelter for less long is probably the most likely to be a little bit more friendly. But the other 3 basically are not, they're not going to attach to humans. So I'm trying to, live in harmony with the earth. And I thought, well, let's see if we can give these cats a second chance. Never had barn cats before. We have an indoor cat now. So it's going to be quite a journey. But I am excited. The 4 cats' names are, let me get my paper here. I have Zeddy, which I might rename. I'm leaning over, excuse me. Zeddy, who I might rename because Zeddy's the youngest and the most likely to be friendly. So she might be renamed Cher. I'll tell you why at a later time. There's Angelica, Daffy, trying to figure out if that Daffy's a boy or a girl, and TJ. So so those are the 4. I'm not quite sure of the genders. Like I said, for some reason it doesn't really say. Okay, so Zeddy's a girl. It looks like Angelica, I would guess, is a female just by the name. Daffy, don't know. And TJ, I don't know. So we are going to try to set them up in our storage shed. I spent the last 2 months cleaning it out. It was full of 2 pack rats who had lived in there for several years. Apparently they had been locked in. So those 2 pack rats died in there. So I suspect they lived there about 10 years ago. There was a lot of feces, which is very dangerous. So anyway, I've cleared that out, and now I want to make room for these barn cats. Hopefully this goes well. And my other big accomplishment today is I always call myself the trash and recycling girl. I found 2 kiddie pools at the side of the road. I was on the 202 in Phoenix avoiding a road closure, and I went around, came back around, got off the highway, came back around, and I found 2 kiddie pools at the side of the road. Trying to use it. I'm going to try to use those 2 pools as a compost place for the manure for the donkeys. I have one at my other house, and it works really well. I mix it with some compost starters and leaves and stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Try not to spend money on things that, especially things that are literally just going to have poop. So wish me luck. I'm going to put the 4 cats in a few minutes into the storage shed with some food and some water. And I'm also going to have a litter box, of course. And hopefully I'll keep them in there about a month so that they get familiar with me and familiar with the property. And then I'll start laying them out. I have a cat door I want to install. I got it from an Amazon return store. Well, they don't say that's what it is, but that's what it is. It's called Nellis Auctions. They're around the country, and I know there's Vegas, there's Tucson. I can't think of, I mean, Phoenix. There's a couple other places that they have it. So I found a cat door. Have to install that on the storage shed. But wishing everybody a really great day. Wish me luck.